Hi there, and welcome to another edition of the FM Community Charge. Thank you for joining me here on today's show as we feature tactics from the SI forums where some people have taken on this challenge and they've got St Etienne as a side, and everybody's got a unique system. I have a 3-4-2-1 DM, which we'll go into a bit of detail today since I didn't do it on the last show. And we also have another tactic which I really like. It's the 4-3-1-2 narrow from SgVolker. Yes, that is one of my favorite systems. But first, our 3-4-2-1 system. What a start we had. Look at those greens and yellows. Look so good, right? Then suddenly everything started looking at binary numbers 10001010, and this is when I started getting worried because we were playing okay but not fantastically well. And then Start Ream became the first team, and then Angus, we drew against them, and then we lost to Monaco. Not once, but twice. The writing was on the wall. We needed like equalizers. We needed to pull things out of the hat. Against Bordeaux, we needed an equalizer from Frank Tabernou. And then against Monaco, we just got our asses handed on a plate and we just got walloped. So our results, we lost 6 points, and guess what? PSG won both games, and boom, they now opened up a huge lead at the top of the table. So it's going to be quite a challenge to catch them right now. And yeah, we also narrowly beat Stoy Bucharest. After these two, I actually was happy that this happened because now I can see how the team reacts or how the tactic plays out. And now we've got a game against Kane coming up and then against Angus. As I remembered, Angus, we may have beaten them in the league semi-final, but at home we couldn't beat them. We had the same problem in Monaco. We drew against them away, then got hammered by them at home. Our unbeaten record came to an end against Monaco, who also kicked us out of the French Cup. So now we've got these big games coming. We've got Keynes, Angus, and Sevilla. Well, when you're on a bad streak like this, you really don't know who to put on the pitch. I mean, I have to put Clement, Salnes, and these three guys up, and their morale isn't very good. So this is going to be challenging. Here we are. They're using this system, Traore and Rodelin. Then if I go to my opposition instructions screen, they're okay, they're decently fast, but I don't know, I don't have accurate numbers for them, so I have to assume they're okay. So let's start the match. Let's try and begin our recovery. We're going to use counter, try and see how this match starts out. Okay, let's try something. Let's make a change. I'm gonna go wide, playing counter. So hoping that Roman Hamuma could find his way, but he can't. Alright, so let's make one more. We'll wait until we'll give it about 5 to 10 minutes and see what happens. Okay, nothing's happening. Boom. Alright, so far it's the same. So we're gonna take a chance and just jump to attacking. I will take Monet Paquet off because right now, if I'm camping, I don't need his space on the counter. Rufia with a goal kick to Pogba. Pogba plays it to Kohade. Kohade works the ball through the middle. Finds Esu Koto, plays it back to Ruse, drop deep. Kohade out wide to Esu Koto. Crosses it in. Cognac scores. Thank God. Okay. Wow, it took us a while. Finally broke through this team. Okay, so we are on attacking mode, but now after I scored the goal and I don't want to go onto a bad, I don't want to concede a goal, we shall now drop back to, we'll drop to counter. Okay, they've changed their system as well. We've got a corner, Selnes with a corner. And it's in! Aha! 2 goals up, and own goal by the Ferret. Yes, 2 goals to the good. Selnes, how did this ball get in? Well, Imoro headed it, and okay, so basically the goalkeeper couldn't handle the ball, and the fullback on the post knocked it in with his ass. 6.4 were removed, and the guys who came in are 6.9. Okay, St Etienne have beaten Kane. That's 2 wins now on the trot. Thank you very much. Okay, so following the win against Gans, we didn't really play that well against Angus. They're near the bottom of the table. And even though we drew with them 0-0, my eye was on this match against Sevilla. But still, a bad string of results. Angus and Sevilla both at home, we couldn't get all 3 points. And Gorkam, well, we turned things around here. I wouldn't say we have reached the point where we are playing really well, but I definitely want to do a lot better. Unfortunately for me, it's the guy who's playing right up front that I have an issue with. A lot of the chances sometimes land on his shoulders. And when they don't land on his shoulders, if it's up to Cognet and Kohade, it's a lot easier for me because I have got more faith in those two. And I like the string of passes and the way the match sequence worked out here in a match that we were tipped to drop points at. So the boys are swinging the ball around really nicely and looking for the opportunity to carve out the side. And we did quite good in this. And then Cognet is actually free in the middle and he fires in the goal. We actually had to change mentality in this game. At the start, we were playing counter. It was around the 20th minute that I said, okay, fine, let me take a few more risks because we really only had one shot on goal. And it was beginning to really piss me off. And I was disappointed in how we were finishing our chances. But once we switched to control mentality and were willing to take more risks, we created more chances and won this match by 2-0. Here we are traveling to Sevilla. It's going to be a tough match. At least we got in the first leg against Sevilla, we had all 3 of them suspended. So now we have a chance, actually. We have all 3 of them back in this game. I'm definitely not going Lloyd Perin playing here. No thanks. He's on the bench. I wonder if I was to pay for my mistake. But we could definitely going to go out there and play on a counter mentality and try and wear them down before I change mentalities in the second half. Okay, so here we have I'm using I customized the opposition panel's instructions page with help from the Skinnings forum. I just asked the question and they answered. Thanks to them. Thank you very much, guys. And we shall use counter. We're huge underdogs in this match, so I'm just gonna. I don't really think that there is a huge amount that you can do in team talks. I mean, there is some. It's like a small burst at the start of the game. I don't think it lasts throughout the whole game. And here we go. Kicks. Game's off. Kohade back to Pogba. Okay, we're gonna make one change straight away. Okay, I think Cognet has to come here. Okay. All right. I'll leave Kohade there. All right. I'm going to depend on the tactical creator to tell me that that's a better position for Kohade. I don't know. I'm like, when in doubt, just have faith in the tactical creator. Throw in for St Etienne. Good position. Pogba back to Echo 2. Can he do something with this? He cuts in or gets it to Pogba beautifully. I wonder why Pogba is playing. Came out cute. Roos, Kohade shoots. Oh my goodness. Too much drama. Ever with the free kick, coke up, Kariko. Oh, he's so annoying. Okay. I think it's pretty fast. Let me click around. Let me see if I can find him again. Pogba, Selnes, Kohade, Cognet. Who's this? Clemente. Must have been my imagination. I could have sworn I saw Pajo. Suchi back to Rufia. And Pogba with the ball. Pogba back to by El Sol. Suchi. The boys are doing pretty okay. Clemente. Cognet with the ball now. Plays it out to Ru. Ru out wide to Malcute. I have so much hope in this player to do something. Gets to the byline, scores, and Ru scores the opening goal. The boys have scored an away goal. Oh, this was such a good cross from Malcute. His absence in the first leg was telling. He beats the player. Ru gets in on the knee. Oh, yes, what a goal. What a goal. Ru finally scoring. Here we have a free kick from Selnius. Plays it into the box. It goes up again. It gets cleared. Cognet again out wide. He puts it to Kohade. Kohade shoots, smashes it. And the keeper has to parry it past the post. Selnius with the corner. Up. It goes, and here Cockney gets the ball again, shoots, another save from the keeper. Headed away, Lorient now gets off. The boys are coming back to defend as quickly as they can. They're trying to get back into shape, but he's marshaled really well by Kohade. We got a big match against Montpellier to come as well, so I don't want to lose Nolan Roux just when he's found his boots. Here we go. We're 1-0 up. They've already picked up a yellow card. Carrico, come on, Carrico. Conor Planker to a Vert. Blaze it out to Victor Machine. 4-4-1-1 is doing well. Suchi reads that so well. Nolan Roux looking okay. It's 81%. Aso Koto with the throw. He plays it out to Zonze. Oh no, why does Pogba do that? Such a... Oh, come on. The boys are getting back into shape really quickly. Victor Machine with the ball plays it out to Konoplanka. Konoplanka beats one player, beats two players. He can't put the ball into an effective area of the pitch. Well, they all picked up cards. It's about 9 minutes left to go. The boys, can they hold on? They've got to throw in a dangerous area. Sevilla, they are playing it out to Rami. Crosses it. He's offside. He's got to be miles offside. Pogba clears it. It's going to be a corner. 9 minutes left. So we have to score 2. And this miss. Goal kick to Etienne. Alright, let's back to the old time wasting strategies that I have. Yeah, we'll bring on Bisson for Eco 2. Eco 2 is done well, but still, we want to have another set of legs on the pitch. Neil Morpe is just there. He's just doing his best to keep it up. Sevilla, they don't have much time. The game is almost done. Yes, we're already celebrating on the sidelines. We've done the giant killing act. Defending champions Sevilla have met the French resistance. Pogba, Selnes, out to Bresson. Bresson, he's chopped down hard. It's a fair tackle. Gamero out to Konoplanka. Konoplanka shoots and tries to get the ball into the box. Rufia easily picks it up. Again, they roll it out to Pogba. Pogba to Kohade. Kohade plays it back to Pogba. And it's a good win for St Etienne. They've travelled away to Sevilla and they've kicked the defending champions out of the competition. That is a phenomenal result for us. It was a hard match for us. Pretty good. I'm happy with the possession, 64%. Our pass completion rate was also good, a high 82%. Kevin Malcute, he's central to the way I play. Him and Isu Koto, both of them, if they're both on song, then we're doing really well. Once again, not too many shots on target, but it was a really good result for us. I'm so happy that the game not crash. Please do not crash. Interesting. Good 2 results we just had, beating Goncamp and Sevilla. Both really tough matches, both away as well. Considering the fact that we got thrashed, our butts hammered by Monaco. The PSG win was like a false dawn. And it was also coincidentally the last time a striker scored for us. So the last time a striker scored for us, starting the match, was on the 29th of January, and it's already the 20th of March. It's almost been 2 months since we've had a striker score. You can't really count Kevin Monet-Paquet. He came off the bench and scored in the 89th minute, salvaging an equalizer for us against Marseille. Had he not done that, we would have lost the game. This was a disaster averting scenario. And finally, Nolan Roux has scored again, and he's also got injured, so it's a bit iffy again. And we hope that this is the start of something. Well, as you can see, this season, really, Malcute is the key for St Etienne. He's had 8 man of the matches, and he's central to the way I play. He creates lots of opportunities. Our next match is going to be against Montpellier. Interestingly enough, Montpellier have been a nuisance for PSG. The reason why the deficit is now 3 points is because PSG lost to Montpellier. And coming up this weekend, it's going to be even more interesting because what we have here, Sunday, Super Sunday, Lyon play Nantes. Okay, PSG play Monaco. St Etienne play Montpellier. This is a weekend where things can definitely swing one way or the other. If we can keep our noses above water and get 3 points against Montpellier and hope that Monaco defeat PSG, we could be back on level points with PSG once more with just 5 or 6 matches left in the season. It's so exciting for me. Yeah, if only we hadn't dropped points against Angers, on all these other teams that you have here. Some of them I can't even pronounce their names, but hey, we're doing okay. The next system we have is the 4312 Narrow by SgVolker. It's one of my favorite systems. If you've been following my threads and my YouTube videos from FM15, you know I love this system. It's got defensive rigidity, it's got offensive destruction. It is a phenomenal system, and you only need one thing. You need lots of midfielders in your squad, and that's one thing St Etienne have in abundance. The only issue is they don't have a really great central attacking midfielder who can play in the AMC slot. Well, Walker, you don't have to apologize for your English. It's decent enough. It's good enough. Mine sucks. And here you have, he's done a really good job by putting this system and your instructions out on the forums. He's playing a counter fluid. He's got 5 TI, short passing, pass into space, hit early crosses, push high up and higher tempo. And he's using these TIs with a counter. He's set it up as a counter system. He's gone with an attacking midfielder here, box to box midfielder on support here, a central midfielder on defend here, and wing back on attack, and an attacking midfielder on support here. So, and an advance forward here. It's okay in terms of balance. It's a bit it's gonna be interesting. All right, I'm not gonna say anything until I see the higher PKM. And you're because of the shape, the system itself, the way it's set up, you're gonna get a lot of natural triangles anyway. The question is, how do you protect your flanks? Because you need this guy to come up, you need Clerk to move up and to do be part of the offensive formation. If the 4-3-1-2 will fall flat if your wing back's gonna go up or your full back's gonna go up. And if it's entirely depending on these three guys, then you only have one variety of play. You're really depending on balls to be moved through the center. And that, as we all know, that doesn't work all the time. Against a 4-2-3-1, you'll do okay because they don't have a DM. But any system that's got a DM, you're going to struggle because these three are going to have a really hard time creating opportunities. So you will really need your fullbacks to give you the width that the 4-3-1-2 does not have naturally. The beautiful thing about a 4-3-1-2 is because you got so many players in attack, you're gonna create lots of shots on target, and that's exactly what he's done in the one of the highlights he sent me, a match played against Trabzonspor from Turkey in the Europa Cup. And let's just see the goals from this match. They concede a goal early from a set piece. Bit unfortunate, poor defending from at the near post. Just off the restart, they both play very quickly. I like to see this in Etienne. I'm going to respond in the highlights. So they got Clerk out wide. You can see what I mean by the natural width is going to come to you by having fullbacks. Roux dropping deep. Cognet. Oh, he can't. Narrow. You can't string those passes through. That's natural. Clerk works the ball back. Roux again. Cognet in the box. Drives through. And Roux there to pick up the pieces. Okay, not bad. First goal. Looks all right. So ball goes up, Cognet here, shoots from, oh my God, what a goal. Touch of good fortune there. Still, great goal from Cognet. And Cognet is, he can do lots of great stuff with the ball. Now, the thing I'm looking at when I'm looking at the system is how your three midfielders do in screening, okay? So at the moment, looks pretty good, the way they win the ball back. And then you want to see your transitions. Pajot coming from deep, and then Barrick. Oh yes, what a nice goal. That's one of the things that is going to be a hallmark of those systems. Your transitions. If you can win the ball in the opponent's third and you can transition quickly, as he's shown in the system, it's going to have lots of potential. Okay, so when he has the ball, with ball, you can look at the natural shape. He's getting support from Kohade, who's dropped deep. He's playing Selnes in a deeper position. The only thing I don't like about this is Selnes is a natural PPM. It can go even deeper. So there will be times when if Kohade doesn't play, then you're gonna have issues with getting the ball up into your attacking group, and that could be a problem. Well, his next match that comes to us is a match between St Etienne and OGC Niza. He had lots of shots on target. I'm not surprised about that. In fact, I think the 4-3-1-2 narrow is a very easy system. I think people should be getting really good results with St Etienne in the system. I'm putting a lot of pressure on whoever's creating the systems because I got high hopes for the system. The one of the things I'll look at is going to be match ratings to see how balanced it is. A bit of concerns with this match ratings. Even though you won 2-1, the match ratings showing that your players had an average game and you really had an outstanding performance in one of your defenders and an average. For me, anything about 7 is average when you win. So yeah, start looking at this a bit closely. Once another thing, they're playing counter at home and 42%. So let's take a look at how those goals were scored. For me personally, the 3 midfielders, I would probably use a different configuration for them in order for them to be more involved in the game. And to make sure that I camp and move the ball around a lot more effectively. Here is Suakoto, plays it to Pajot, drops it in, and Soderlund scores a very nice goal. Well crafted. Against tougher opposition, my configuration for the central 3 would be different. Genevois for Niza. They're quite deep, and this is where I would be interested. Okay, so the fullback is actually the first person to come and close the guy down. That's probably because the role of the central midfielder is a box-to-box midfielder. And now the fullback goes up again, and you can see that the flank is wide open now on the left. Again, the fullback comes up, leaving the flank wide open. Yeah, the drawback here is definitely going to be the roles is chosen for the 3 central midfielders, which is the reason why the fullback is the first guy up. Andre Martins drops in across Pogba, set piece goal, nicely done. I would, if it was me in one of my systems, I've covered the 4-3-1-2 to death. Okay, so I've probably come up with a permutation which I like. In this system, he's used a box-to-box midfielder here. I think one of these is a box-to-box midfielder, and this guy's an attack. So the permutation for this, if this permutation is changed, then you'll probably see these players coming up to tackle and these players coming up to tackle. You want the midfielders to be the first screen when you're defending and your flanks. The only other reason why they won't be the first out there is probably going to be things like work rate, concentration, the attributes that tell you whether or not this guy is actually good at tackling. At the moment, you've got the fullbacks or the wingback, one fullback. These guys stepping up early. When this happens, there's a lot of pressure on the flanks. So when there's a lot of pressure on the flanks, then against a better team, you might have issues. Loic Perrin, yeah, we all know what he does, right? He tries to go here. He wants to be somebody else. So you got to be really careful with Loic Perrin. If Loic Perrin decides to wander and your fullbacks have gone up, there's going to be a lot of issues. And so basically, when I look at this tree, this is my midfield screen. Okay, all of them are my first players in to protect the flanks, except for Christian Selnes, of course. He's like the last man to go to the screen, and he's actually the first man to protect these 2. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the FM Community Challenge. We've got really 2 systems. I did a longer update on mine, and of course, the system I love, the 4-3-1-2 narrow. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can always drop me a note at Twitter at Busternet, or you can drop me a longer note at addicted2fm.com. This thread was started on the SI forums by Jambo98. For more information, please go there and look up the thread called the FM Community Challenge. Till we meet again, you have a good one. Bye-bye.